one of the three roles in Scrum is the team. And Scrum just defines the team role as the people who get the job done. Now, this is in contrast to many of the software development methodologies you may be familiar with, which explicitly call out skill-based roles. For example, developer, BA, tester, UX, DBA, etc., and define how these different roles work together, how work products are handed off from one to the other, how they transform them. That's not defined in Scrum, because Scrum just simply says there's a team and they take work that is ready from the backlog and transform it into something that's done and can be a consumable increment. That's all. Exactly how we organize, well, that's left up to the team. The skills that we need, that's left up to the team. So in Scrum, the team is considered to be a whole team. In what that means, it has all the skills to get the job done. So it's either you want to call it a multidisciplinary or cross-functional team. If we were in the software world, it means that if we were going to develop some software, if we had a backlog item that was software related, then that means we're probably going to have someone who can do analysis, someone who can do development or programming, testing. Maybe there's a DBA on the team. Maybe there's someone who's a UX expert. But it's all the skills we need to take an item that's ready and transform it into something that's done and can become a consumable increment. Now, a Scrum team is fairly small. Somewhere between 5 to 9 people. It's the old 7 plus or minus 2 thing. And the reason for this is, well, if you have less than 5 people, first of all, you may not have all the skills required to take something from ready to done. Also, you have to consider that Scrum does impose some overhead. There's a lot of meetings, the way the team works and collaborates together. I mean, once we drop below 5 people, you only have 4 people, we may want to look at other ways of organizing those people. The other is if we have a large team. Once you go beyond 9, you've got to start thinking about the coordination overhead and the team dynamics. For example, 9 people now, say you have a team of 10 or 11 people. Think about having a stand-up with 11 or more people. Think of having a planning meeting with 11 or more people, doing the retrospective. So the overhead starts becoming an issue for us. Also, something to consider, just the social dynamics of a team. Once a team gets roughly over 11, 12 or so people, it's going to split on its own. It's going to implicitly split. There's going to be factions developing. So there's a reason that we say a Scrum team is 7 plus or minus 2 people, or 5 to 9 people, because that seems to be, in general, the optimal size for a team. Now, always in Scrum, we say that the team is self-organizing, which means that the team decides how they're going to work. Right? We don't have a project manager telling the team or dictating to the team the style of their work. The team basically takes work from their backlog and decides what's the best way to get the job done. So no one has the right also to say, wait, you can't do that. That's my software. I don't want you or anyone else touching that. Now, you may have the best skills for doing that job, but it doesn't mean that it's your personal property. The team is responsible for getting the job done. So we are all team players here, and we need to look at it from the point of view that there is no such thing as personal property here. The team self-organizes, we get the job done. We have collective responsibility for getting the job done. This means that you may finish a piece of work, a backlog item, and you may go, woohoo, I'm done. I'm great. And look at these other poor sods here that They're still struggling. Well, that's not the way Scrum works. You may finish the work that you were the most appropriate to get done and said, yes, I will get this done. But you still fail if the rest of the team fails. Your job is to be there and collectively work as a team together. What can you do to help your team get the job done? We either fail or succeed as a team. Finally, a Scrum team has stable membership. Now, typically in a lot of organizations, the way we organize people is we have a project. We bring people to the project. When the project is finished, we disperse the people to new projects. In Scrum, we have a team and it's stable. It's a long-term team. And we bring project after project after project to the team. So in Agile, we say we bring the work to the team. This enables the team to build up collective knowledge and wisdom among themselves such that they can leverage that team knowledge to improve the way that they work together to get the job done. This is one of the ways that Scrum helps a team become hyper-productive.